Hello, everyone. We're back once again with a German game. I can already feel your excitement pulsating as you thrill to the wonder of experiencing another game in German. But this is a special experience because I have a special guest with me. Do you want to say hello, sir?
Yes, hello. It's me, Thomas Fox, the jerk from the comments.
Yes, we did get into a bit of a. I actually remember we got into a bit of a uh, shall we say conflict or a bit of a streit. I think a few years ago about some various stuff and things, but it's okay. We are still good friends, and
Indeed.
yeah, didn't we? I
I'm
remember.
not quite sure what you're referring to now, but well, whatever.
I think you got upset because I didn't believe in dinosaurs or something like that. Even though
Oh, that, right.
yeah, even even though I didn't say that I don't believe in dinosaurs, but anyway, no hard feelings. We're here now, and since I have been making videos of German games, der gute Herr Thomas had the idea that we should make a joint let's play of a game. Um, I did actually have an offer from I think a couple of other German people to also make videos, by the way, and I'll probably be doing some videos with them in the future. But Thomas Fox offered first, and so I wanted to didn't want to neglect him since he actually had some good ideas for some good games to play. Um, so, Mr. Thomas Fox, do you want to introduce the game that we're going to play, or should I go ahead and start?
Well, actually, I don't know that much about the game because you're the one who suggested it.
That's true. I'm the one who suggested the game. Okay, you know what? I'll go and start the game and we can talk about it as we go. So the game, as you can
Yes,
probably already see on the screen, is called Cawado.
Cawado.
yes.
Cawado.
I have no idea what that means.
I think it's a contraction of that text that was there. Can it, want it, do it, which is kind of not exactly
Ah,
correct English, but that's okay because the rest of the game is in German. So we have to start by choosing one of these four characters to play as. So we have Anka. They are their letters form their names form the first four letters of the alphabet, or their initials rather. So we have Anka, Bernd, Daniel, Claudia, and Daniel.
Cloud, yeah.
Claudia. Entschuldigung. So this game is kind of, I guess this game is targeted at probably people of this age range, since the people are all in their late teens, kind of people on the very cusp of adulthood. So I'm going to guess that this game was sort of targeted at these late teens who were beginning a or thinking of beginning a practicum in Germany. Um, Tom, since you actually are a German, do you want to explain a bit about what a practicum is, just very briefly, because I think many Americans might not really be familiar with this concept because we don't really have something similar in North America. Just very brief.
Well, well, to be honest, I don't know much about it myself.
Yeah, but it's kind of, I mean, the way it works is when you're finished with what would be called high school in the U.S., typically, or very often, people do sort of a Lehre or a Praktikum, which is basically practical on-the-job training so that they kind of work their way into a career. That's kind of how it works, I think, in Germany and many other parts of Europe as well. But I think in Austria as well, there's something similar. So basically, what we have here is we have two Schüler. Well, Daniel is a Schüler, Claudia is a Schülerin because she's a female, and then we have two Auszubildende. And Auszubildende, can you kind of translate a bit what that might mean?
Well, that's basically somebody who's being trained.
Right,
So,
somebody who's in training. So a Schüler is
yes,
basically a pupil, somebody who's still in kind of or not
yeah.
necessarily Grundschule, but
Or a
like,
student.
yeah, a student, exactly. Somebody who's really in school. And then a Auszubildende is somebody who's actually in some kind of training. So basically,
Yes.
there are two different paths through the game because the two Schüler have slightly different paths through the game from the trainees. The paths are not that different. The game is very similar either way, but you do have slightly different game the game does follow a slightly different course depending on which way you go. So we'll probably be playing through the game twice to show the paths for both types of people. So let's start with the Schule, shall we? The ones who are still in school.
Okay.
I,
Yes.
I believe there is absolutely no difference between Claudia and Daniel. I might be wrong about that, but I think there is absolutely no difference. I think even their appearance is the same because they're both wearing red shirts. So I'll just press you can press A, B, C, or D to choose one of these to play as. So I'll press C to play as Claudia because I usually play as females in games for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not a transsexual. I just somehow find it interesting to play as to have the opportunity to play as a woman in a game for a while. So, what are we going to do about this text? Do you want to try and translate the text as we go, Tom, or should I try to read it with my best effort, or do we want to kind of paraphrase it because we probably don't want to read?
Well, I'm going to do this one. It says, "Welcome to Cawado. You can type simple German sentences, which is good for you, like Blight,
Yes.
and control the playing character with the arrow keys and the space key slowly or quickly, or get them to stop.
Yes.
No, press enter, so this hint will go away."
Yeah, so we press enter, and you can see it's basically. Do you want to translate that, or should I?
The alarm clock rings. It's 7 o'clock.
Yes, 7 Uhr. So you can see it's basically just like a Sierra adventure. It works very similarly to the old Sierra. Oh, we have to actually get up. So I have to say, and we can't say stand up or wake up because the game is in German. It doesn't understand. Yeah, it doesn't know the word wake. So we're going to have to type everything in German. So this is going to be an interesting.
Das Wort Wake kenne ich nicht.
Yeah, which means it doesn't know the word wake, or wake as it would be in German, yeah. So we have to say aufstehen, which is German for wake up or get up. And our character automatically.
Have to use infinitives, or instead of steh auf, you write aufstehen. Or how is it?
Oh, yes, that was the infinitive. I guess you can also say steh auf, but the game is not too terribly picky when it comes to that. I think you can use either one. So the clock is running, so I don't really want to spend too much time on stuff and things because I do want to sort of consider the, because we do need to be in school by 8 o'clock. But basically, I mean, you can see, it's very much like a traditional Sierra adventure, which is why I wanted to play this because, your stomach is rumbling. It's
yes.
time to eat breakfast. But basically, you move around with the arrow keys. You cannot stop with the arrow keys. If you press the same arrow key as the direction you're moving in, it actually makes him go faster. It doesn't make him stop. He actually starts going faster. So you have to press space to stop. Besides that, you press F1 for help. This is the help screen, which we don't need to bother translating. F2, you can see the keys there. F2 turns the sound on and off. F3 repeats the last command, just like in Sierra Adventures. And F4 pauses. I guess we can look around. What would be the proper word for just look around? Schau or something?
Umsehen.
Umsehen, maybe. Doesn't know the word umsehen, or maybe schau.
From here?
No, we can't see anything from here. And if I say sehen, yeah, okay. All right, I'm actually not sure what the command that it's expecting is to say just look around. But anyway, okay, now it's warning us we have to be in school by 8 o'clock. So let's go ahead and quickly just do the stuff we need to do. So we do ride a motorcycle in this game, so we need to take this helmet that's on the floor there. That's that white thing. Oh, it's complaining that I'm too far away to take the helmet. There we go. I took the helmet. What else do we need? Oh, there's this bag. So we take the bag from the floor. Good that you thought of that. Oh, and a weird thing is, oh wait, hold on, I'm looking at the walkthrough. I wrote a walkthrough for this game actually myself. Yeah, sorry. If you're playing as one of the trainees, you need to also take your work clothes, even though they are not on the screen, and even though the game doesn't say anything about them. But actually, if you're a pupil, you don't need to do that.
So this is like a Sierra game.
Yeah, exactly. The game gets you for stuff that you couldn't have known because the game doesn't say anything about it, doesn't show you anything about it. It's pretty crazy that way. So what we do want to do here is brush our teeth. So I don't think I actually. Oh, you know what? I'm not using a German keyboard layout, so I can't type umlauts. But the game does recognize this convention of using an E instead of an umlaut. So we can say Zähne with AE instead of a umlaut. So we need to brush our teeth. Schrub, schrub, schrub.
Scrub, scrub, scrub.
Yes. And, and we do also need to take a wee-wee in the...
Yes. That was necessary.
Yes, very important to sit on the potty when you wake up in the morning. And don't forget, I think I made a point of mentioning this in the enclosure videos. Do you want to make sure that you wash your hands when you're done? Oh, did I? Oh, it's not Wäsche.
Waschen.
It's just Wasche. Okay. I think no. I
Yeah,
think you just say Wasche, but it's
yeah, okay.
I typed Wäsche instead.
Which would be laundry.
Yeah. Ah, that's refreshing. Okay, so let's.
I've never heard the expression "das macht frisch," to be honest.
Is that maybe a regional thing? Because
Maybe
if you're okay with revealing, Tom, where exactly in Germany or approximately where in Germany you live,
in the West.
in the
In the
western
West.
part. So maybe this is like I don't know, an Eastern or maybe like a dialectal thing, which because I know Germany has a lot of different dialects and people use many different words which are not really existent in some regions in different dialects. Anyway, so we're here in the kitchen, and what we do want to do is take. Let's start with this bread here. There's some bread on the table there. Okay, you cut yourself a slice of bread. Um, and we need to open the fridge. I think you can actually just say Tür auf. Yeah, the game accepts shorthand like that. The more proper way would be to say öffne Kühlschrank or something like that. But anyway, let's take the butter and we can also say Tür zu. Oh, I oh Tür with yeah with umlaut. I always have this problem mixing up the Y's and the Z's when I switch between German and
Yeah,
English. It's really
yeah. It mixes around on the German keyboard for some reason.
yeah. Okay, so we can sit down and eat our breakfast. Ah, super.
Yeah,
Your tummy is happy
your
now.
stomach is happy here.
Yes, all right. So now let's get up, and what we want to do is take that key. You can see there's that key above the fridge there, and okay,
Which is where you keep keys.
um,
Above the fridge, of course.
it doesn't seem like a smart place to keep your key hanging above the fridge, but maybe I don't know. Is this usual in Germany that you just have your key hanging above the
No,
fridge?
that's why. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, maybe our character has special problems. Um, and again, we can say to auf, walk through the door, and close it. Whoops. Oh, I
Oh, that's fine.
I locked myself in. I I locked myself out of the house. Can I close it? Okay, I can close it from there. All right. And now we open the garage. Oh, it says get closer to
Get
it.
closer.
Geh näher. How
Even
close?
maybe you have to. Yes.
I was thinking, yeah, okay,
The
I have to
hand.
grab the handle. There we go. So we have a car here, but it's probably our parents' car because we can't actually drive the car. Can I say fahre Auto? Oh,
R and H.
be help if help
Where
if I.
are the parents anyway?
Yeah,
And the car is still here.
I was gonna say. I mean, this house has only one bedroom in it. It has. I mean, I don't see a place for any parents here, but I'm going to assume that our character is actually living with his or her parents, and that we can't actually drive the car. And you're
How
supposed.
old was he again?
I think this character was 16, either 16 or 17, because this one is a Schüler or
Yeah, but
Schülerin.
I think at that age you could theoretically drive.
Yeah, theoretically you could, but I guess there are not too many 17-year-olds who already have their own car. Well, I guess they could.
Yeah.
I mean, they could still drive their parents' car, but anyway, let's go ahead and get on this motorcycle. So you have to get on the motorcycle first. I don't think you can put on the helmet until you first have gotten on top of the motorcycle. So now we have to put our helmet on. That's very important, and now we can drive away.
Hooray!
Yay! And I think I forgot to close the garage, but I'm not sure that it matters, to be honest. So you do want to obviously avoid cars here. You do also want to stop for the stop sign. That thing up there is actually a stop sign. Oh, I show. Okay. You stop.
You follow the rule of traffic, the traffic laws.
Yes.
Your good reaction in front of this stop sign is rewarded with a point.
Yes, we got a point just for stopping for the stop sign. And I think if you blow through the stop sign, the game doesn't end, but you do get stopped by the police, and there's a picture of a police officer who stops and yells at you. So,
I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but I think this game is actually supposed to teach safety, isn't it?
supposed to what?
Teach safety. Like,
Yes, partly safety and partly other stuff. Also, you're not able to turn left. If you can see, you're not actually allowed to turn left at where we came from. So you have to actually go across the street, turn around, and then turn off this way, which is also kind of silly. And you know what? I'm actually not sure. I think we're supposed to go here, if I remember right. Oh, here we go. There we go. So this is our Schule. So we take off our helmet, and we can get off, and just walk inside. Hi, and that guy said hi to us, but we just ignore him because we're almost late for school.
Because we are jerks.
Yes, exactly. Who wants to say hi to him? He's probably well, he's a ginger anyway. Um, why did I start switching to English?
I have no idea.
I'm so confused. And Nim is with two M's, isn't it? Yes, it's Nim mit Doppel M. Nim banana. So that if you just walk in without taking the banana, you actually slip on it and embarrass yourself. But you get some points for taking the banana, even though it's it's a banana peel. Schale is like a banana peel, right?
It's a peel or a what do you call it?
Like a
you know what eggs come in? What do you call it?
called what?
Eggs.
Oh,
Like
eggs. Oh,
eggs.
a shell. Sorry.
Yes, a shell. That's what I was.
Okay.
It's a peel or a shell or
Peel
something.
or shell. Okay, so you take the banana peel and put it in the trash can. Yeah. So now we get some points for doing that. That was worth 3 points. That was worth more than putting on the motorcycle helmet and everything. So, all right.
Then driving safely. It's more important than driving safely.
That's true. Yes. I mean, you can ride a motorcycle without a helmet. That's not such a big deal. But it's 3 times as important to make sure that you pick the banana peel off the floor. All right. So.
Seats, Platz.
Yeah. Here we go. And here comes the teacher. And today the instruction is about work safety in on the job and in school. That's nice.
Exactly.
So, okay, here I guess ideally you're supposed to know the answer, but I'll go ahead and provide a cheat for anyone who might ever want to play this game. I went to the trouble of writing all this down, and oh, you know what? This actually isn't going to show, is it? Oh, I think
What?
I think my recording software is not set to actually record a window that's in front of the recording window. Hold on, let me see if I can change that.
Oh, yeah.
Can I I wonder if I can change this on the fly.
Well, if not, we can just do a cliffhanger here.
I guess I can just copy and paste the text into the video description when I end up posting the video. It's just that's kind of annoying because I wanted to actually show the window with the questions and answers in it. But all right, it's not the end of the world. I can just provide it separately. But anyway, all right. But I do have a list of all the questions and answers. So this is asking Berufsgenossenschaften. That is quite a mouthful. Can you actually?
Well, Beruf is often Beruf. I'm already speaking with an American accent here. Beruf is often obviously profession,
Mhm.
and a Genossenschaft is kind of like an association.
So right. So
I'm
it's
not
like
sure what. Yes.
it's kind of like a professional association, but I think in this case they're looking for answer C, which is C says they're like accident insurance providers or something, right?
Yes, by the law.
I think.
I wouldn't have denounced the answer myself here.
Yeah, I think according to my notes the answer is C. I could be wrong on this, but I'm going to say C. Insurance providers. Yeah, richtig. So that was correct. Okay.
Yes.
When you are in sport instruction.
Y- yeah, it's like PE, right?
Okay, okay, PE, phys ed, I get it. It's like gym class or something. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So when you're in gym class or phys ed and you have an accident, then the answers are then: Are you not insured? Are you insured through the health insurance of your parents, or are you insured by the legally required accident insurance? Um,
Yes.
this is also something that I think would be very foreign to Americans because, you know, a lot of Americans don't, as you probably know, don't have health insurance at all. But in Germany, I think people automatically have some kind of accident
Yeah.
insurance
Yeah.
when they So how does it work actually? If you're, I guess everybody. I mean,
Please don't ask me that.
I
Please
think
don't ask me that.
okay. I think the answer is C again. Yeah, okay, it's C. All right. So in Germany, basically, also this game is pretty old. I don't know if the laws have changed significantly since this game came out something like 20 years ago or even more. But of course, Germans have more health and insurance, health and accident insurance than what would be normal for Americans, I guess. Anyway, the number of workplace accidents in the last few years is has it increased, has it decreased, or has it remained about the same? Well, I really have no idea. At the time that the
Me
game was
neither.
at the time the game was made, apparently the answer is B. It's decreased. So I'll go ahead and say it's decreased. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Um, who has eingeführt? Oh, that
Introduced.
yeah, who implemented or first introduced work accident insurance? Um, do you by any chance know the answer? Just looking at the three choices here.
No. But I can say what they are. Emperor Karl the Great,
Mm-hmm.
Reichskanzler Bismarck,
Mm-hmm.
or Federal Chancellor Adenauer.
Yeah, I
But
would
I
have
don't know the answer.
I would have intuitively guessed the third one just because I mean Bismarck was like I mean is this the same Bismarck who was the war hero and all that?
Possibly.
Or was this maybe it's a different Bismarck? I'm not sure. But the correct answer is in fact Bismarck. So, uh, funny funny thing that. All right, and if when somebody ist ein bleibende
A
Körperschaden.
permanent injury to the body.
Right. So when you sustain a permanent injury through a work accident, what happens then? Do you go into retirement? Do you
You get no money. What's the? It's talking about the money you get when you're in retirement.
right?
What's it
So
called?
pension, I think.
Yes, you get a pension.
Yeah, which is confusing in German because I know in German pension means like a small hotel or something like that.
Yes, that too.
But I think that is the answer. Man bekommt eine Rente. You get a pension for a permanent workplace injury. So no wonder everybody wants to go to Germany. Okay, so that was the section on there.
That was the entire class.
That was the whole
Three
class.
questions, you're done.
Yeah, exactly. You can go, it says. All right, so let's go. So if we
Thank
were,
you for kind permission.
yes, exactly.
Thank you for
Yeah, thank you for allowing us to leave class now that it's over. So, so now that we are done with that, we can get up and we. Okay, so it says it's lunchtime and you're hungry, but there's nothing here to eat. Um, yeah, in the Tankstelle, in the gas station, you can buy something.
yes.
So we have to actually go and buy food from the gas station because our parents, apparently, we have no parents to feed us or
Yes.
supply us with basic uh,
And
things.
gas stations are rather expensive.
Yeah, and
When
I
you
mean, they
buy
don't,
food there.
and they have mostly just kind of junk food. It's not really like they would have particularly healthy. Anyway, okay, so once again, let's go ahead and not forget to put on the helmet. Oh, okay, so the game said I have
Yes,
to have to get on first. This seems a bit
as you
strange.
said earlier.
Yeah, this seems a bit strange to me. Honestly, intuitively, if I actually don't ride motorcycles, but if I did, I would want to put on my helmet first before I get on the motorcycle. Just seems like that would be
Yes,
easier.
but then again, they were probably too lazy to animate that.
Yeah, that could be the case.
No, you
What?
said abnehmen. You mean aufsetzen.
Oh, sorry. Offsets. You are correct, sir. Okay. And then I guess I can just wegfahren. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I need to go to that gas station, which is in the center bottom of the screen here. So we just drive into it here. It should be pretty straightforward.
You could have walked there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. It's literally on the other side of the block, but no, you have to ride your motorcycle. Okay, so we're here. Now we can take off the helmet and get off the motorcycle. And we want to I think all we have to do here is just Essen kaufen. Yeah, you get a snack and verzehren is
Consume.
okay, so
Eat.
you eat it right away. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, be back in school on time, it tells us. If we were a
Yes,
trainee,
sir.
we would actually work here. See that workshop on the right? When we're playing as a trainee,
Oh, I see.
we'll have to actually work there and do some stuff because this is where we'll be doing our training. But now, as a student who is not yet doing a practicum or Lehre or whatever, we just go back to school and continue
They
being.
didn't actually show that in the Let's Play I saw about this game.
Oh,
No, they only did the student part.
oh, I
Not.
see. Yeah, I wanted to include both parts because I think that would be was wir-
What
uh,
are you still doing here?
what? I'm driving away. The game asks,
Well, I guess
what are you
the
doing?
timer right out.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so we drive back to the school here, and oh, it's nice that you're here again. Okay, so take off the helmet.
It
Uh,
sounds kind of sarcastic. Nice, you're back already.
yeah, it always sounds a bit insincere when Germans say "Schön, dass Sie da sind," but but I guess they mean it seriously. Like I guess they mean it in a nice way. It's just
Oh, I guess.
Americans usually don't say that; they just say "Hi, how's it going?" But to say "Oh, it's nice that you're here," that's sort of a just seems a bit. All right. Anyway, so now we walk in again. Go ahead and sit down, and now we have the second part of our Schulung for the day. So the afternoon lecture is about Allgemeinbildung, so
Yeah.
general education. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. This is
Oh,
a
that's very general.
this yeah this is not something that I think you learn in Grundschule or well we're not in elementary school but this is also very
Yeah,
out
that's
of date. Okay, this is asking how fast does a hard drive spin?
that's a rather random fact they're asking for here, isn't it?
Yeah, that first of all, this is something that I don't think is really quite relevant to what they're calling general education. Secondly, this is massively out of date because most hard drives today are at least 5,000 RPM. Um, better ones are
Have you
seven.
translated the question yet?
Yeah, it's saying how fast does a hard drive spin?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you said that already.
I think I did, but okay, well, I said it again just to be sure.
Wonderful.
So the answer that the game is looking for, hold on, let me check my notes. Yeah, so it's looking for the fastest one, which is 3600 RPM. But again, this is not correct today. Most hard drives are at least 5,000. Better ones are 7,000. High performance ones are 10,000. And I think there are also 15,000 ones, although those get a bit expensive. And they're also quite loud because the faster it spins, the louder it is. But anyway, answer C is the correct one here in this case. Um, in 1866, was there a war in Germany? Um, the correct answer is yes. I actually must confess that I'm ignorant enough to not know what war that might have been. There,
Yeah.
there was the Franco-Prussian War, but I thought that was around 1870. Maybe this was when it began. I don't know. I am bad with history. I'm sorry. We are not historians. Don't ask us questions about
Yeah.
about Claudius
Stuff.
or yeah, exactly stuff. Okay, I could probably calculate.
Binary
I,
binary number 100101 is.
yeah, I think again this doesn't really count under general education. Converting binary numbers to decimal. This is probably something that you wouldn't learn in a general education class. Maybe in a technical education class, but. Anyway, you could calculate this by hand, of course, but again, in my notes, I have the answer here. It's 37. That's not that difficult to calculate anyway, but I'm too lazy right now. Which light is
Has the most energy.
yeah, which is most full of energy? Um, I
Red, yellow, blue.
yeah, I actually I question. Okay, if anybody wants to explain why this is the case, please feel free to do so in the comments. But apparently, the correct answer is C. Blue light has the most energy. Again, oh, probably because of the wavelength. Because red has the longest wavelength, blue has the shortest wavelength, and then green is in between. So maybe it has more energy because it's higher frequency and the wavelength is shorter. I'm going to guess that's the reason. But I don't know why that affects the energy because energy is not dependent I mean, energy is dependent on intensity, not on wavelengths necessarily. But anyway, all right, so the answer is C. Let's just move on. Where are the Maldives? Are they in the Atlantic, the Pacific, or the Indian Ocean? Maldives are
What
actually,
does this have to do with anything?
well, it's geography. I guess you could say I mean, it's geography. Aren't the Maldives those islands that are like off the coast of India somewhere? I mean, they're kind of out in the middle of no. Aren't these the islands that are disappearing? I think, if I remember right, these are the islands that are going to be underwater in another few years because of
Global warming or what?
yeah, because of rising ocean levels due to global warming. Anyway, they're in the Indian Ocean, so that's all we need to know for that. So there we go. We answered the
Um,
questions. Hmm?
and that took 3 hours apparently, according to the clock.
Yeah, it takes a long time to answer those 5 questions. This is really this is high intensity schooling. Okay, we are done for the day, I think. So now we need to
Go home.
yeah, now we need to go home. And I'm just looking at my notes here. I forget a lot of details because it's been so long since I played this game. But okay, so now our character says, "Okay,
Get
now,
on your way home quickly.
yeah, now I'll quickly get going home." But these two other people just stay behind in class because they are
They're nerds.
they're so thrilled to be in class that they just want to stay behind. They want to be Streber. Okay, the guy,
The guy by the door.
yeah, he's
The guy
offering
by the
us.
door is offering a cigarette. Do you want it? Yes, no.
Now, intuitively, I would say no. It seems like maybe no would be the better answer, or the healthier answer that the game might be expecting. But no, you actually get a point. Don't ask me why. You actually get a point for saying yes. So I'll say,
For being social, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah. So
Take it, put it in your purse, you put it away.
yeah. So he doesn't even smoke it right away. He just takes it and sticks it in his pocket or whatever. Actually, I think it might be her because I think this might be the Claudia that I'm playing as. Uh, the Claudia.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway. All right, so now, if you accept the cigarette, which I did, you get a point, but also something interesting happens when you get on your motorcycle. So let's go ahead and. Oh,
I always get this mixed up.
I always get things mixed up because there's aufstehen and there's aufsteigen. And if I think about it for a moment, I know the difference, but I just. Bin so doof. Okay, so now we want to put the helmet on. And okay, so we've got the helmet on. And now we can say drive away, but um,
Oh,
somebody has
pulled off the gas hose.
yeah the
Or
yeah the gas or the tube or hose or whatever for the gasoline.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so now the gasoline catches fire.
Oh no.
Oh no! And it says
Ah.
we're able to extinguish the fire, but you burn your hand. So
Okay.
now we have
And this
to.
only happens if you take the cigarette?
As far as I remember, this only happens if you take the cigarette, and I don't know why you get a point for it because this is actually more dangerous and it's more work. But apparently, the game credits you for taking the cigarette and lighting your spilled gasoline on fire, which I find quite bizarre. But anyway, okay, so we have to take the helmet off because we can't even get off the motorcycle. If you try to get off, it says, with your helmet?
With your helmet? You must be insane.
What kind of crazy person gets off their motorcycle with the helmet on? So we have to take the helmet off. Then we have to get off the bicycle. Now we have to Schlauch reparieren,
Wait,
fix the.
one are too many.
I put yeah reparieren.
Uh,
I guess that means really make extra sure that you repaired it. But okay, so we fixed the hose. Okay, done. Now we can drive again. So now we have to get on the motorcycle again, and now
that was pointless.
yeah, complete waste of time. I don't know why the game even does that, but all right. Now we put on the helmet again, and now we drive away. Okay, so now. Is that car going to come? Oh dear. Oh, that car almost hit me.
Oh,
And
driving like crazy around here.
yeah, I think I'm supposed to stop there, even though there wasn't actually a stop sign. But anyway, is this car going to chase? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. And then we drive in here. And here we go. That was a stressful day. You change your clothes, shower,
Shower
and
and take a rest. Yes.
okay. So we take a short rest. And now that
Yeah.
we've done that, now that we've come here and come home and taken a rest, a couple of hours pass, and now it says we have a date in the discotheque. And so we need to get on the way to the disco. Well, we don't even have to get off the bike because somehow the game retained us here on the bicycle. It just showed us the message, but now we can drive away.
It was all a lie.
It was all a dream. And once again, I think we have to stop here at the stop sign so that we don't. We didn't get a point this time, but I think the game penalizes you if you
Oh yeah.
if you don't
Rip
stop.
off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to figure out where the disco is. I think the disco is at the top there in the upper left. Wenn die Polizei vorbeifährt, ja. Okay, so here we are. So we take off our helmet and
Think of the graphic artists, they don't want to any extra work.
yeah. And so there's a bus stop to the left, but here's Rick's yeah, that's the same guy. It's the same guy standing out front with his cigarettes. And oh, and
He's following us around.
yeah, and there is a bus which comes by here occasionally. So, okay. Anyway, let's go inside into Rick's. Can I go in the? Oh, yes, I can. And here we are. We're in Rick's, and the music is certainly thrilling. Can't you just feel the excitement of these pulsing lights? And anyway, so there's not really much to do here. This guy here who's standing behind, yeah, we found our classmate, and so you talk to each other for a long time. And
Quite some time.
yeah, I think that was half an hour that passed. Ah, but you could still drink something here before you go home. Now, you can choose to not drink and just go back outside and drive home, at which case the game ends. But I
Do you
get
get points for drinking?
yes, believe it or not, you get
Oh,
points for
for
drinking.
smoking and drinking.
Yeah, crazy stuff. The game actually gives you points for indulging in bad habits. Also, if you want to play this video game that's standing here, the game says video games are boring.
Telespiel is something I also never heard.
Yeah, it's usually
Of course.
Videospiele, isn't it?
Yeah,
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 but
yeah.
but
I
Telespiele
don't know.
here it calls it Telespiele for video games. So this must be some kind of a regional German dialect, which
Yeah,
is kind of
possible.
yeah. But anyway, but I
What
love
is wrong with the guy on the right there?
he's probably
Is he
drunk.
correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess he's drunk or something. He doesn't seem to be in very good shape. But I love that this is a game. This is a video game, and it's telling us that video games are boring.
Well, judging from this game,
That's true. If this game is any example to go by, then you're right. Telespiele sind langweilig.
it just spends more time telling you what happens than showing you.
This is
Like,
true.
just when we talked to that person or when we got home and supposedly have had a shower,
Yeah. Well,
beer drinking.
I guess it's good for people who like to read a lot. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go ahead and drink a beer. Oh, okay. We need to go to the barkeeper. Isn't there a German word for barkeeper instead of saying barkeeper?
Well, there's barman, but
That's it. There. Okay.
it's basically a word that has been burrowed into German, barkeeper.
Es wurde eingedeutscht.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay. So okay, here we go. Now we can drink a beer. And that's a wonderful sound effect of him drinking a beer. And and it says, "Oh, very good. Let's have another one. Okay, let's have another beer." Notice that. Or am I wrong about that? I was going to say I get a point for drinking beer each time, but I think actually maybe I don't get a beer. I don't get a point for each beer that I drink. But anyway, köstlich is like how would you translate?
Delicious.
Delicious. Okay, es schmeckt. Let's have another
But
one.
just to clarify, you're being sarcastic about the sound effects, right? Because I don't hear anything.
I think unfortunately the sound effects are not transferring through Skype. I think Skype is just transferring my
Oh,
voice to you. But there are actually sound effects playing. But it's really I can't even describe it.
Good.
It's like a That's the sound of him drinking.
Will it be on the recording?
I hope so. Yeah, I think it should come up on the recording. It's just Skype is not sending it, but I think it'll show up in the recording. It's really very minimal. Like the sound effects in this game are really very quiet. Uh,
You are so full that you can't possibly continue the game.
oh dear. Oh dear.
You sleep for now.
Oops. Okay.
Can you die in this game? I don't remember.
I don't think you can, but I'm just wondering what's.
Oh wait, it
Oh,
just told you again. It's just showing us.
so he stayed standing the whole time. He slept while standing up. Okay, now it says you
You slowly
come back
come
to yourself.
again.
Yeah. Okay. I was worried that I might have got myself into trouble there, but I don't think you can die. But maybe something else bad might have happened. But okay. I think I was only supposed to drink one beer. Actually, I think that was all that I had to do. Anyway. So we can go outside now and we can leave. But
Pretty
here,
much they animated the character doing only two things: walking and crapping.
yes, exactly. They made a special animation for him sitting on the toilet, and well,
Yeah.
and on the motorcycle. But that's it. That's the only things that they bothered to make an animation for.
Apart from walking.
Yeah. Okay. Now here's the wonderful part. You can order water in the bar to avoid getting drunk, but you get less points this way because you want to see something.
Incredible.
You want to see something very special now. Now that we've gotten so drunk on beer, we get more points for getting on our motorcycle. Because now that we put our helmet on and try to drive away, we have another wonderful quiz that suddenly pops up. And we get points
Oh.
for answering these questions correctly. But if we had avoided getting drunk, or if we had not gone on the motorcycle after getting drunk, we wouldn't have gotten this quiz. So the game is indirectly rewarding us for trying to drive while drunk because
Well,
then we get points for.
Rewarding. We have to take a quiz now.
Yes. This is kind
It's
of.
hardly a reward, I think.
Well, I see what you're saying, but also if. Well, yeah, I guess it depends on how important the points are to you. Okay. At a speed of 50 kilometers per hour,
You um,
the distance that you travel is
yes, travel in 1 second.
yeah. So basically, at that speed, you travel in 1 second, 5 meters, 14 meters, or 30. The answer I have here is B, 14 meters. So there we go.
Sure.
If you drive with a 0.3%, that's not really percent. That's
Bill, that is
promille, so per thousand.
yes.
I'm not sure exactly how this is expressed in American units because I've never had to worry about this because I don't drink. I very rarely drink, and so I've never had to start thinking about what's my blood alcohol level because I've never even been in a situation where I would be close to driving after drinking because I hardly ever drink in the first place. But I believe the answer here is I should read the answers.
Yes.
So A is you lose your driver's license. B is lediglich. You get
Just only. You
Yeah.
only get a warning.
okay, so you just get a warning. Or C is you get into an accident.
It's okay. You left out the part with the Schlangenlinien, which means you drive kind of wobbly.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yes, you mean
Oh, okay, I get it. Because I know a Schlange is a snake.
yes.
So it literally means like a snake line. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just assumed that was a German word for like your blood alcohol level.
No. If you drive like wobbly,
If you're driving erratically with
yeah.
zero point 0.3 or 0.3 promille
Oh,
alcohol level, then you okay. Well, the answer is A. You lose your driver's license. So
yes. Correct.
and if if you, if you go to bed at midnight with a 1.3 promille alcohol level, do you become sober
Sober.
at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, or after 8 o'clock? Is this really
I guess it depends on the person.
It would depend on the person because different people have different levels of. Okay, but anyway, the answer it's looking for is C. It takes more than 8 hours for you to become sober after that level of alcohol. So there we go. Okay, so driving drunk
Yeah,
is
isn't. Don't do it. Doesn't fly.
yeah, doesn't work. So don't drive drunk. So I think that that's pretty obvious. But again, I love that we had to actually try to drive drunk to get those extra points, and the game seems to think that. Well, anyway, okay. So we don't want to drive drunk now. We take off our helmet, get off the bike, and now we. Well, what's the logical thing to do? Since there's a bus stop right here, we wait for the bus. And when the bus shows up, actually, just to be funny, I'll stand here in the middle of the street.
It's like Larry. In fact, with the bar in the background, it really does look like the first Larry.
It does actually look very much like the scene from the first Leisure Suit Larry game, but there's actually, if I remember right, there's no punishment here. Again, you can't die in this game. There's no dying in this game, so you basically
Not even when you drive drunk.
yeah, because the game doesn't let you drive drunk. And see, I'm standing here in the middle of the street, and the bus doesn't even hit me. The bus just kind of passes
Yeah,
by me.
it's just a bit lower.
Yeah. All right, so we get on the bus, and it says, welcome to the public transit." Or, all right, hervorragend,
Excellent.
excellent. You finished the game with a very good score. So
1 point missing.
I have to say, I have never figured out how to get that 1 point. I looked up walkthroughs online. I saw many discussions from people online talking about playing this game, and
They
no,
didn't know it either. Or
no,
what? Did anyone ever get a full score in this game?
it seems like nobody has ever figured out how to get that one missing point. It's
Maybe
really,
it's a bug. Maybe it's a prank.
yeah, I'm not sure if that's intentional or if we are just missing something or if the programmers missed something. Kind of, I don't know. I have no
Like
idea.
in the Freddy Fracas demo, where you always miss a point in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Just as a sort of a way of messing with the player a bit. Anyway, so here are the credits, which I don't know if anyone
Are boring.
is actually going to read them, but. All right, well, that was Cawado. That's the path that you play as the Schüler. And are you ready to play the game again?
I am.
All right, let's go through it once again. Cawado, ein Sicherheitsadventure, a security adventure, or
Or
a,
safety adventure.
yeah, actually, safety is probably the better translation there. So we've just seen the path of the. Yeah, I was playing as Claudia. I'm pretty sure she's the female pupil. So now we have the trainees left, Anka and Bernd. I'm just going to go ahead and play as Anka because why not? And most of the game is the same, but that one section in the middle where we're at the gas station will be different because there now we have to work there this time because we're doing our traineeship there. So
And
I'll,
apparently it doesn't matter which gender you choose.
yeah, apparently the gender doesn't make any difference to the game whatsoever. It doesn't even draw a different sprite for your character. It's literally exactly the same. Even though Bernd has black hair and Anka has brown, and even though they seem to be wearing different colored shirts, I think it makes absolutely no difference. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does change the shirt color at least, but I'm pretty sure that there's no difference in the gameplay. So anyway,
What do you expect from a game where they animate nothing?
yeah, that's true. I mean, we might be expecting too much from this game if we actually expect it to have 4 adventures in one game. So anyway, I'll press
Yeah.
A to start the game. And this is the same thing as before. Welcome to Cawado. The alarm rings at 7 o'clock. So let's see. Can I say weg auf?
Nee, Wach auf is not correct. Wach auf.
Wach auf. Oh, it doesn't know wach either.
Oh.
Okay, I'll just say aufstehen, whatever. It's not practice German with this game. Oh, it does actually give me a purple shirt like the woman was wearing. So maybe it. Okay, I'm not sure. Anyway, so like last time, we take our helmet.
I'm not sure, but wasn't the other one also wearing a pink shirt? I'm not sure right now.
I thought the male trainee was wearing a blue shirt. Before we had a red shirt.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So like before, we want to take our helmet and our bag, but even though they are not seen here on the screen, and as far as I know, there's no way to get any indication that you have to do this, you're supposed to take your work clothes because you are a trainee. You're doing a traineeship, so you have to take. I guess they were there on the back of the chair. In the lower left, you see that little brown thing there. That's the back of a
Yeah.
chair. So I guess the clothes were there, but I'm still not sure how to actually. Does it say anything here?
I guess the game only tells you if you go to work and don't have them, or or what happens.
I'm just trying to think because is it untersuch? There has to be some. There has to be some way to look at something. I just seem to forget the proper word for that now. But anyway, all right. So we got our work clothes. So that's something that we
Maybe
need.
it's like in Larry 3, where you can only find the bobby pin in the food when you choke on it.
Yeah. Was that Larry 3?
Two, no, two, I'm sorry. It's
Okay,
two.
yeah. All right. So, as before, we want to clean our teeth.
Brush your
Yep.
teeth.
Schrub, schrub, schrub. And we do want to, yeah, it's telling us we have to be at school by 8
Stop
o'clock.
nagging!
Yes, exactly. There is always time for pinkeln. Well, not always, but in this case there was.
No wonder there are no parents. The game is constantly mothering us.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs parents with a game like this? All right, so this part will be the same as before, so I'm going to kind of breeze through it because there's not really much point in dwelling too long on this because this will be all the same. In fact, I think we can skip a lot of this. I'm just not sure what the consequences are. I'll go ahead and
Yeah,
just.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anything terrible happens. You probably just miss the points. You don't get full score, but
That's the point.
yeah. But I'll see what I can do. I might try to do something silly like
Is there
slip on.
also cheese in there in the fridge?
I think
I
there
thought
is cheese, but can I? I don't think I can take the cheese. Oh, we can
yeah.
also get some Emmentaler Käse. That's nice, but I don't think there's any benefit to doing so. I don't think we get any extra points for that. Okay, so we got the butter. We can sit, eat, yeah, and we're happy because we had breakfast. Now we can get up and oh, don't forget the key.
Oh.
Here?
Here?
Ah, Wojpaska. Okay, so open the door, get outside, and
You are good in time.
yeah, now we made it in good time. We didn't dilly dally like last time. All right, so open the garage and get on the motorcycle.
You can't take the car, can you?
I'm pretty sure we can't. No, if we can we say actually the game doesn't even know the
No.
word auto. Is there a
And it
more
would be nim because that's picking it up.
yeah, you'd
But
say
when it doesn't know auto, it doesn't matter.
yeah, but I think it doesn't even understand like Wagen. Yeah, it doesn't know Wagen or stuff like that. I'm pretty sure we can't drive the car.
Automobile, but probably no.
I'm gonna guess that
Probably not.
is that with E on the end like that or
No, 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 no.
like that,
With
yeah?
B here. Yes, with an E in the end would be pronounced automobile.
Mobile, yeah, genau.
Okay.
Okay, but it doesn't know that either, so yeah, the game just doesn't intend for us to
doesn't
do.
surprise me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so let's go ahead and
The,
oh, I forgot to put on the helmet.
the helmet is proving to be the most annoying aspect of this game.
Yeah, it is quite annoying the way that the game handles putting the helmet on and off. Okay, just for fun, I'll go ahead and since we already played the game properly, I'll show what happens if you blast through the stop sign.
Oh, nothing apparently. Oh,
Takes a while, but oh, he didn't even it doesn't even complain about us running the stop sign. It says you made a wrong turn because you're not allowed to turn left from there. The
okay.
is that
Yeah.
really a word? The Dorfpolizist? I know what it's supposed to
What?
mean, but
It's not a common word, but possible. It's a village policeman.
yeah, exactly. Dorf is like a village, so it's literally village policeman. But I have never heard this word before. Okay, he takes 40 Deutschmark. Wow, this was back when it was still before the euro, when they were still on the
Yes.
on the D-Mark. So he takes 40 Deutschmark and sends you away. That also costs you 15 minutes of time.
It sends to Beck, said it.
Oh, that's nice. And if I try to keep going, it actually gives me the same message again. So it punishes us a second time for the same offense. That's great.
All the time we've saved is lost.
Yeah, schade. Wow, we burned up half an hour with that. Amusingly enough, if you look in the
You're late again.
yeah, yeah, it actually says, yeah, once again we're too late. If you look in the game's executable, amusingly enough, the internal variable name or whatever you want to call it for that police officer is actually Bulle, which
Yeah.
literally means bull and is like, I mean,
Yeah, but it's more like the German counterpart of cop.
is it really? I thought it was like saying the pigs. You know how in
Yeah,
American
or
English
that.
people say, yeah, the pigs for the police.
Yeah, but it depends.
Yeah.
It's rather pejorative.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So anyway, we made it here, even if we're a bit late. So let's just do everything wrong this time, since I want to show what happens if you make some mistakes. So, okay. So what are we doing here? We take off the helmet and get off the bike. Aufstehen again. Wait, what?
What? Absteigen?
Okay, there we go. Absteigen works. Okay, we'll walk inside and let's hurry
Hi.
because we're late. And now I'll show what happens if you slip on the banana peel.
Oh, very bit of that.
Hoppla! Bananenschalen sind sehr rutsch. Banana peels are very slippery.
Yeah.
So they didn't bother to animate 80% of the things in the game, but they went out of their way to show what happens when you slip on a banana peel. That
And go to the toilet. Das kann ich nicht klauen.
and 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 you can keep doing it. You can just keep slipping on it over and over. That's pretty awesome. I'm very happy about that.
Okay.
All right. Let's take the banana and put it away. All right. Now we can sit down and
Answer the questions wrong. Well, this isn't your seat, it says.
what? Oh, I think I was just too far away. Okay, there we go. Okay, so once again, it's about work security. So, okay, I'm just gonna actually skip through these. Let's see what happens if you answer wrong. It just says wrong. Wrong. Oh, that just happened to be right. I guess I have a
Okay.
I guess I have a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right anyway, since it's multiple choice. But that was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong. Okay. Well, there we go. That was mostly a failure. All right, and once again, it says we can go. So
You may go.
yeah. All right. So we need to be by our it says Meister. That's like the, I mean, most literally translates as master, I guess, but in this case,
But it's the instructor.
yeah, like the guy who was teaching us our practical education. We need to
Yeah,
need to meet him at the gas station at 14 Uhr, which is 2 o'clock.
Two.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
p.m. For North Americans. So, okay, let's go ahead and now this guy offers us a cigarette again. I'll go ahead and say no this time and just
Because you've seen it already.
yeah, we've already seen it, so no point.
Steigen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm so confused. Is there a better word than aufsetzen for the helmet? Because that seems like a ridiculously like when people get on a bike, do they say, "Oh, ich muss jetzt meinen Helm aufsetzen"?
Yeah, why not? I
Okay,
don't see the problem.
okay. Well, yeah, all right.
But since you can say Tür zu and so on, can you just say Helm auf and Helm up?
Let's try it. Helm auf. Oh yeah,
Because
yeah, you can say Helm ab and Helm auf. Okay, that actually works. That's nice. I learned something today. Okay. All right. So we drive away, and where was the gas station? It was in the down. Yeah, that's right down here. What happens? What happens if I?
yeah. Oops.
I want to see what happens if I crash into something. So, with your Fahrkünsten.
Driving abilities.
Okay.
Ist es nicht weit her? That's an expression that means your driving abilities aren't that great.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. So you land in the ditch and need 10 minutes to get yourself out of the grave. That's nice. All
I
right.
was just going to say, we are wasting gas again.
Yeah. All right. Here we are. So we're here at our.
Time. Very
yeah.
good.
All
Very
right.
good practice.
Sehr gut. So we're actually way ahead of time because we're supposed to be here at 14 o'clock and we're here at 12, so we have almost 2 hours to spare. Oh, the game helpfully advanced the time ahead 2 hours. So, all right. So let's go ahead and now we can just say Helm ab and
Skip our spare time.
yeah. And I do have in the walkthrough what I'm supposed to do. What am I? It says I'm supposed to close the door. So wait, do I say? I think I'm supposed to take this broom, but if I say nimm Besen.
Not you.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Now I remember. I have to change clothes. So I say close the door here, and then our character changes clothes behind the door because they are too decent to. Oh, I have to say it. I have to say I have to say change the clothes to actually make them change the clothes.
But they're not too decent to show the character on the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Also, it
I
does.
keep bringing this up.
Yeah, well, it's really quite wonderful that they. Oh, look at us. We're very sporty here, and they don't even take the sunglasses off for their practicum. It's quite wonderful that they actually animated this character sitting on the toilet. That they went to that much trouble after they didn't really bother animating almost anything else. Um, okay, so now we're in our work clothes, and now we can take the broom.
Yeah, but why did it say not you when you tried to pick it up earlier?
Maybe he didn't recognize us because we were not in the proper
Uh,
proper clothing. Okay, here we have to be a bit careful because even though the game doesn't tell us, or maybe it will tell us, we try to fix this. So if I say to fix this motorcycle, yeah, it
uh,
says the new tires are on top or they're up
yeah,
above.
yes.
So we have to climb this ladder here. So I think I can just say, yeah, climb, and he climbs up the ladder. And I think you can fall off actually. Let me try it. Yeah, he actually can fall off. you, you, oh man, you broke all the bones.
And you're going to break all your bones like this.
Oh, you're going to break all
Okay.
your bones. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Be more careful
More
next time.
careful next time.
All right. So we go up again, and we can.
It's kind of funny which parts of the game they animated.
Yeah, they animate all the disasters and all the terrible things, but all the normal everyday stuff they didn't bother. They just thought, that's too boring to animate because Telespiele sind schon langweilig.
From here?
Do, I'm standing right in front of tires. What do you expect from me, game? Do
Front
I?
tire?
Okay. I wonder, can I just? Okay, I didn't have to climb down. I could just get down like that. And I think I still have the tires with me, so that's probably a valid way of. Okay, now can I fix the this motorcycle? If I can spell it correctly. Yes, we can. All right, so we put the. Okay, fantastic.
Fantastic.
You
You
managed to
did it.
change the tire. This is a pretty good accomplishment. I've changed tires, and I'm not even a trained mechanic. So if that's what people are studying in their mechanics,
Pays off.
yeah, that's doesn't give me much hope for the future of education of Germany's best and brightest. All right. Oh, we need to change our clothes. What happens if I try to drive
Watch
away?
what you're saying.
Yes, yes. Yeah, if we try to
Change
get on
your
the
work clothes.
yeah, it won't let us get
Or
on the bike
guts.
with our work clothes. Are you crazy getting on your bike with your work clothes? Who does that? You can't ride a bicycle or motorcycle with these clothes. All right, so we close the door again, and then we change our clothes again, and now it says now we go. Now we need to go quickly
Get home.
back home.
Get
Yes,
your behind home.
yes, exactly. Let's get ourselves in gear and
Auf.
auf, yes, and then drive away. And once again, it's exactly the same as last time. We drive home, and the game does nothing but. Oh,
Where are you going? That's not the right way. Only he it always stops here. It says actually.
okay. Oh, I see. It doesn't go any further. All right. What did I crash into? It's complaining that I crashed into something, and there's nothing here unless I crashed into that grass.
Why did you even go for the exe file? I just remembered.
Yeah, because I was curious to see. Sometimes you can see plain text strings if you go through exes, and I did indeed find a lot of them here.
In order to cheat. Oh,
Uh, it, no, sir. I was performing research.
I see. Yeah.
Okay,
Good
so
question.
same thing as before. It
Same as
says,
before.
yeah, stressful day. There's really nothing else more to show in the game, I think. Just for completeness' sake, I'll go ahead and let's drive to the
You
disco.
can get too drunk this time, maybe. Well,
I
we'll see what happens.
I don't know if it actually makes a difference, but let's see.
Oh, Did you overrun the stop sign?
Yeah, I blasted through the stop sign, and apparently there's no consequence for that. Whoops!
Oh, wings.
That car just popped right in front of me as I was.
Wait, we didn't read the thing. Oh.
Oh, I think it was the same as. Or was it different
I-
from.
It said you should be careful with other drivers and something.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't pause to read. I thought it
No.
was something similar to what we'd already seen before, but alright. Let's take off our helmet and get off.
Up.
Yeah, and let's see what happens if we get just ridiculously rip-roaring drunk this time. I
Oh,
wonder.
look, our twin is up there.
Oh, that's the. Yeah, that's. I wonder if that's the other practicant. All right, let's see. Can I drink something stronger? Can I get like a vodka or something? Does the game
Try
know?
with a W and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Because German spells it with a, yeah, with a. Doesn't know vodka. Doesn't know Wein. Doesn't know what are other common drinks in German bars.
I don't drink, so no.
Okay, egal. I'll just go with the beer. So once again, that wonderful sound effect, which unfortunately you can't hear.
Ah, very good. Another one.
Yes. Let's see what happens if I just get so insanely drunk that just okay. So here it says that you can't go on with the game and you fall asleep, and I guess he's supposed to be sleeping now. Okay. What happens if we try to get another beer now? Oh, it actually lets him. I was wondering if he's going to say, no, that's enough for tonight, but no, it actually lets him get another beer. Oh, it
No.
says the same thing again. It says you can't go on with the game, and we fall asleep again. All right.
I had actually forgotten that we got so drunk last time we fell asleep.
Yeah.
And
All right.
and your story coming true.
I guess that's that then. There's not really anything else to show. We can go through that wonderful quiz again that you. That's just us talking to
No.
our. Um,
Oh, what happens if you get it wrong?
I think this. I think you just missed the points. Let's try it. Let's try to drive away, and I'll just give the wrong answer. So that's wrong, and that's wrong. Okay, so
Same thing.
after getting three wrong answers, it concludes that drunk driving doesn't pay off. I guess because we were too
It
drunk.
doesn't fly here.
Yeah, because we were too drunk to answer the questions properly. So I guess that's it. We can get off the bike, and I could just quit the game now.
Yeah.
I
But
think
let's get run over by the bus again.
yes. By the way, if anybody ends up playing this game, you can quit the game by typing either beenden or fertig. Either of those will quit the game right away. So anyway,
You might want to spell that.
um, yeah, beenden is like that, which means just is the verb for end.
Quit.
Yeah, and then fertig means like finished.
Done.
Yeah, done. So typing are those will quit the game. But let's go ahead and get into the bus. And it says the same thing as last time. Bravo, you managed the game, but there are still more points.
No, this makes me think this is really a bug, because last time it didn't say there are more points.
Yeah, that is true. It didn't say you're missing 1 point. It said that you finished with a great score. So maybe it really is supposed to be a maximum score of what was it, 32 points, and we somehow just well, well. This was Cawado, and I thank you very much, Herr Thomas Fox,
You're welcome, Herr
for-
Late Blight.
for accompanying us on this wonderful journey through the work-study program in Germany.
What an exciting adventure that was!
Yes, this was wonderful. This was actually I really love this game. I mean, I don't know what impressions people might have of this, but I actually think this is a lot of fun because it really is like those old Sierra adventures, but obviously with a bit of a different feel to it. But still, I actually really am quite fond of this game. Um, I I guess our video has come to an end. But do you have any closing words or any thoughts you want to leave us with? Any last thoughts before we?
No.
Okay, Probably better that way. Let's leave it at that.
Okay.
I'll just say thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks again, Tom, for coming along on this wonderful,
Yeah.
mystical adventure journey.
I
And
might be back.
we might see Tom in some future videos, and perhaps some other future guests with other stuff and things relating to German games, because there are lots of other great adventure games which were only ever released in German, and they're not all Werbespiele. There are other games as well, which
Really official games that you had to pay money for.
yeah, like proper games. Yeah, exactly. So we might see more exciting stuff with that in the future. So thanks again, everyone. But for now, we will say auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.